Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin is now selling off a little bit as a reaction to our resistance area here. So let's talk about the two scenarios still not fully confirmed that the white count is unfolding. Then we can just see further choppy price action in the current range here until we finally get closer to that 60k level down there, which would mark the completion of the white count. Until then, the yellow count still has a chance. So I want to share with you again the relevant parameters here for each wave count. We're still in a correction. Price has resisted any real sell-off attempts. Yeah, we see a little bit of downside today, but to be honest, from the top that was formed today, this is only a 3.7% decline today. That's not too noteworthy. You know, we've had much, let's say, more aggressive sell-offs here, and you know, we're still in the correction. What can I say? The parameters have not changed at all. Also the scenarios have not changed. It is pretty boring out there. The alts are obviously bleeding. So let's talk about the two scenarios again, and I've introduced a new target area below, so we will take a look at that within this correction. Yeah, so we first of all take a look at this white count. Today, obviously, much more in the focus because this is the sell-off count. This is the scenario in which a B wave has topped around the, 8th of April. Okay, and we still haven't confirmed it fully. It takes a break below the Wednesday low to confirm it, and that level was at around 67,500. So let's talk about that one. In this scenario, the market formed after a third wave topped middle of March, an A wave down, and then this is a B wave rally in an ABC structure, and we topped here in a B wave, and we could now be in the C wave. So what's been the history of this scenario? Well, I explained to you already, I think it was on Wednesday, that we'd seen a 5-wave move down, which is why I labeled that wave 1. And then we had a rally into resistance, which was, however, not clearly corrective, could have been impulsive potentially, but still we expected a rally into resistance, which happened. I gave you that resistance area. From a resistance area, we normally expect a rejection. That happened. In this scenario now, to confirm that further, however, we need to see a break below the Wednesday low, which is again at around 67,500. And to really follow through with a third wave, the price should minimally reach 65k. So that's a new level I've added to the chart today. 65k minimum. Better would be 64.3k in this third wave. That's sort of a standard Fibonacci extension if this is a third wave down. I mean, price action today looks a bit like a third wave. It doesn't look finished yet. So it looks more like a third wave down. And then we could get a fourth wave bounce there and a fifth wave to finalize this entire move down afterwards. Targets for the fifth wave of wave C or 4 can be further defined once we have a low in place in wave 3, because the third might extend. In this scenario, obviously we need a break below the Wednesday low to confirm it further, and ultimately it would be good. I mean, there should be probably some support here in this region. The Tuesday low, 2nd of April actually, at around 64,550. That level needs to break as well eventually to completely rule out the yellow count. But probabilities for the yellow count will already reduce with a break below the Wednesday low. Okay, so this gives you very clear parameters. So target for this third wave to the downside, very clearly defined. And then we get a 4 and a 5. To keep the white count alive, that nothing has changed. The price needs to hold below today's high. So basically 71,050. A break above it would be invalidation of the white count. It would already be a warning, or not a warning, but an indication that a low of sorts has formed if there is a break above the 50% retracement of the move down, and 69,870 would be that sort of indicator. Yeah, because in this impulsive move to the downside, which it seems to be possibly in the third wave, the price should not break back above the 50% retracement. So that's sort of what I'm watching for the white count. And as we navigate through this, if it really forms 5 waves, towards the end of the fifth wave of the C wave would be a really interesting entry point. Now then, looking at the yellow count, which is the short-term bullish scenario, we're looking at a scenario in which the fourth wave already bottomed. This is not high probability because it's at least not a reliable scenario. We don't have any impulses to the upside. All these rallies that we've seen, they were simply corrective, which is why this cannot really be the scenario where I say, okay, I've got a lot of confidence in it. We would need to see, to take it more seriously, we need to see a break above today's high, followed by a break above the Monday high. Very important. So now obviously at the moment, today we see only red candles. So it seems like the white count is leading today, but there are certain pivots that we need to focus on. For example, 68,260 is a level where the yellow count could see a reversal, but it doesn't look finished and there's no indication that a low is in. The next level is here down there at 67,500 pretty much. So the Wednesday low, okay? But to confirm yellow, we need to see a price break above, today's high and the green line there, which I introduced in the previous video, 71,590, because this seems to be just general resistance level. And then we can follow through to 81K, but it's not ready yet as it seems, yeah? So these are sort of the key levels to watch, but we're still overall in clearly corrective patterns. So this is still clearly a correction at the moment and not yet really a trending move. And if it is, then it's not very clear because it would be within this diagonal and that requires further proof to take it more seriously. Hope that covers it all. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.